Morning, folks. Today, we're going to have a little unboxing of The Hundred Line, Last Defense Academy. This is a pretty cool special edition, and I'm excited to share it with you. At the end of the video, we're also going to have a little vignette of the time I had at Pax East. Without further ado, let's get into it. The Hundred Line Last Defense Academy was released on April 24th, 2025. It was developed by 2Kyo Games and MediaVision and published by Xseed in North America. It features a unique mix of tactical role-playing action and visual novel elements, being rumored to have over 100 endings based on the choices made during the story that branched the paths. When our protagonist Takumi is caught up in an alien invasion attack, him and his friends are rescued and whisked away to the Last Defense Academy by an unusual robot mascot. It is soon revealed the school houses a special weapon that is humanity's only defense against the invasion, and the students must defend the area for 100 days. The game's directors, Kazutaka Kodaka and Kotaro Uchikoshi, are well known for their work on Danganronpa and the Zero Escape series. Recently, it has come out that 2Kyo Studios went into extreme debt developing the game and had to take out loans to ensure its completion. Recent posts indicate that despite the game's relatively high sales numbers and great reception, the studio is still struggling. Quite a few users took to social media to promote the game in hopes of assisting the studio with its financial troubles. Hopefully this little unboxing can help with that as well, as this is truly a lovely game and the limited edition comes with some lovely goodies. On to the unboxing. Today's unboxing is going to be fueled by Rockstar Punched, a new pineapple flavor that I am absolutely loving. So good. Now, on to that promised unboxing. And here we go. The 100 Line Last Defense Academy Limited Edition, finally in my hands. Still sealed, ready to be unboxed for you viewers. So, without further ado, let's make that happen. Alright, so, we're going to go ahead and enjoy that beautiful crinkle as we open up this lovely collection. Okay, put that aside. I do love how these just kind of open up. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have in here. So we're going to take everything out, and then we're going to take a closer look at all of these incredible items that we've received. Ooh, we have lots of acrylics here. Let's see if I can get these out. Okay. So, one thing at a time. We'll set these acrylics aside. Okay. And the first thing we're going to look at, now that it's unwrapped and there's no glare on it, is how beautiful this outside box is. So the cover is lovely. I do love how it is orientated this way. It reminds me so much of the premium edition releases I unbox for premium, but also of the Super Nintendo. And then on the back, whoop, looks lovely. Nice description of the game, and a little view of what you're going to get inside. And then we have the regular game. Looking beautiful. Okay. So, first thing, we're going to go ahead and open that up. Again, that lovely crinkling. Love to hear it. So many great memories of that. Okay. And, ooh, we even got goodies inside. And I do love whenever we have a reversible cover or just not plain white or text. So, this gives a little bit of text, but we have a pretty sweet looking reversible cover. So that looks very nice. And then, inside, we have what looks like a beautiful poster. And I like these. They keep it nice and simple, pretty small. Okay, but definitely something that would be cool to kind of iron out a bit and hang up somewhere in your game room or your man or woman cave. So, the basic release looks pretty sweet. Okay, now let's look at the other awesome goodies we get. So first thing I see here is this beautiful lenticular card featuring our robot buddy. This looks pretty neat. Love it, love it. These are always fun little collectibles. And then we have, this is really cool. We have a little story that gives us some backstory on what's going on in the game. I always love these, whether they're visual novels or whether they're little novellas. It's so cool to start a game with all that extra lore already in there. And it has an afterword by Kyohei Oyama, the story writer. So it's pretty cool to get some input from folks that worked on the game as well. And again, guys, the cover, beautifully embossed. Look at that shine. It looks so nice, feels so nice. A nice, beautiful piece to display. And then we have the art book. And again, beautifully embossed. Love the way this feels. The back looks awesome too. And we're going to briefly flip through. I don't want to completely ruin it for folks, because there's a lot of fun in getting these yourself and looking through. And like I said earlier, when we were kind of talking about the game, I definitely want as many people as possible to go out and buy this to support this incredible studio. So, this looks pretty neat. A lot of cool designs, a lot of lovable characters in this. So, really, really cool to have a nice little art book. And you know me, if you've watched any of my premium edition unboxings, I absolutely adore OSTs. I wish more and more games had them, especially games that have completely rocking music. So let's take a look at what this one looks like inside. I also always love to see what comes inside, what the actual disc looks like. There's so many cool things included with these releases. So we'll get that nostalgia crinkling again, put that aside, and look at that. 10 awesome tracks. We have a beautiful disc. Okay. More of the school behind it. And as you can see, that disc is looking real nice. We got lovely images of the characters there. This is a pretty cool little OST. I really wish I could show off some of the awesome tracks, but you really just need to play the game. You know we're going to get copyright strikes if we do that, so we can't be risking that. And then, these are always some of my favorites when these games come with these awesome collections of cards. So, let's take a look at what some of these cards look like. Okay, we'll open this nice little package. Alright, so let's take a look. There's one. Oh, that's cool. I think this is going to be all of our beloved characters. These are pretty darn cool. Gotta love it. The character designs in this are so good, and you can definitely feel the inspiration from Danganronpa in all of these. And also a very much like a Persona inspiration. Oh, that looks cool. So good. So good. Alright, those look absolutely lovely. So, a nice little collection. Comes with a nice little sleeve to put them back into. Let's see if I can do that without damaging everything. Looks like we were somewhat successful in that task. Looks pretty neat. And then, we have an awesome Special Defense Unit Last Defense Academy medal, like a pin. It looks pretty neat. That is a nice little collectible to have. Looks pretty cool. And then we have the pieces for our diorama. So let's see if we can manage to put this together on screen. So we're going to go ahead and open it up. Okay. We'll see what my building talents are like here. Or if I somehow manage to break this while we're filming. Woo! Alright, we're going to just go ahead and kind of destroy this package. That's fine. Alright, so there's our first piece. Alright, we see we're going to have to break those out of there. Okay, we'll go ahead and open the second piece now. Whew. Some of these are not easy to get open. There we go. We got it happening now. Alright, so it looks like we have our base. I'm not sure if that's something I need to keep. Probably not. It looks like it came from here. Alright, so let's break out the base. There's our base. Let's break out this piece here. Okay. And I'm going to assume this one. It's the only one that would fit, so it goes into this. Okay. Let's go ahead and break out our other pieces here. Oh. Yeah, we did it backwards. Okay. And I'm going to assume this one goes in the back. And this one must go right in the middle. Wow, that actually does look pretty cool. As you can see there, that is pretty neat. Let me try to get a little closer. I love how, because it is transparent, the background shows up real nice. So that is a pretty nice little piece. I know it's not the same as like a figure or a statue, but it is a pretty cool little addition to the game. So we're going to go ahead and set that aside. So guys, I am really impressed with this. You know, this one was, I do believe, about $95, okay? So we're not talking about a game, you know, that has like a $200 collector's edition and you're going to be, you know, sad about what you got in it. You actually get a lot of pretty cool stuff for the price on this one. So definitely something I recommend, and definitely an incredible studio to support. So with that being said, I hope all of you go out and support this game, because I have a lot of friends that are pretty deep into it and they're saying it is an absolute blast. So I thank you for joining me for the unboxing portion. And real quick at the end of the video here, we're going to show a little vignette of the fun time I had at Pax East. Let's get to it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And stay creepy.